All right, we got new regional projections from both D1 Baseball and Baseball America, and there are some changes this week. No change at the top. Tennessee, the number 1 seed in both fields of 64. They have UConn as the number 2 seed in Knoxville. It's not the easiest number 2 seed for an overall number 1. It's paired up with Gonzaga. This is D1 Baseball's projection. They've got Gonzaga still hosting as the 16. Oregon State as the 2, opposite Texas Tech as the 15. LSU, a 2 seed in Lubbock. Texas Tech playing good baseball, coming off a sweep of Oklahoma State this past weekend. Virginia Tech, the overall number 3 seed, paired up with the Nashville Regional, Vanderbilt, and D1 Baseball has Southern Miss as the 2 in Nashville. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, that is a tough draw for Southern Miss, but if I'm Vanderbilt and play myself into a host, I go, yeah, that's my 2 seed? Ooh. That's tough all the way around. Miami is the number 4, with Florida as a 2 seed in Coral Gables, paired with the Fayetteville Regional. Listen to this field in Fayetteville. Now, again, projections of the actual teams in the regionals don't mean a whole lot. Who the number 1s are, who the number 2s are, kind of overall, that's kind of what you look at that makes some sense. But just for fun, Arkansas, Southeast Missouri State is the 4, Texas and Louisiana Tech. Assuming chalk holds, Arkansas, Texas on a Saturday in Fayetteville in a regional environment, that's pretty good stuff right there.
Thought you couldn't put 2 SEC teams together.
Yeah, the future SEC teams don't count quite the same. Auburn as the number 5 national seed, opposite Florida State as a 12, with Georgia as the 2 seed in Tallahassee. Stanford number 6 overall, paired with Notre Dame. So Notre Dame catches a break not being paired with an SEC team this time around. Maryland as the number 7, paired with Oklahoma State as the 10. Louisville as the number 8 seed, with Wofford as the 2, Ole Miss as the 3, and Wright State as the 4.
Is the committee aware enough to get cute like this?
I don't know.
You hope so. Baseball, I know we love our baseball.
By the way, that's
here.
opposite College Station with Texas A&M hosting as a 9 seed.
We love our college baseball here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not diminishing that. You guys are going to watch this because you watch it, and you love it, and you love being a part of it. Baseball, though, lacks a little bit of spice when it comes to the postseason. It lacks some spice. Unless it's your team's regional, there's not a whole lot that's bringing you in like you have in the NCAA tournament or in college football, because it's just college football. That's a little spicy. If you send Ole Miss to Louisville, that creates a little bit of something extra that you just don't get in college baseball.
There are 3 games out of that field, just at first glance. There are assuming you get chalk, where higher seeds win. There are 3 games out of those 16 fields that would be day 2 games that strike me as, wow, sign me up to watch that one. Number 1, Vanderbilt against Southern Miss. That could be spectacular.
Yep.
Number 2, Arkansas against Texas. Just because of the history. And number 3, and now this in my scenario would actually take an upset on paper because they've got Wofford as the 2 seed and Ole Miss in the 3 seed. If you got Ole Miss and Louisville in a winner's bracket game on day 2. That's 3, and a 4th one if you want to go, just because of what they have done against each other in the postseason over the last decade. How about a Texas A&M TCU game on day 2 of the College Station Regional? I mean, there's some potential good stuff there. All right, let's look at Baseball America. If you are a Southern Miss fan, you are pulling for Teddy Cahill and Baseball America and their projections as opposed to Kendall and Aaron and D1 Baseball's projections. Number 1 seed overall, Tennessee, paired with Hattiesburg. Southern Miss with Georgia, Coastal Carolina, and College of Charleston. Get a future Sun Belt Conference matchup, possibly, with Coastal Carolina there. Georgia is the 2 seed. Georgia can really pitch it. That could be fun in Hattiesburg. And I mean, obviously, I would pick Tennessee to win in a super regional if you had chalk and Southern Miss and Tennessee both won. But Southern Miss, when those arms are going, they can stifle anybody. It'd be a fun matchup to watch Southern Miss's pitching against Tennessee's offense. Of course, Tennessee's got some arms, too. Big time. Corvallis, the number 2. So Oregon State, paired with Virginia. Again, Virginia Tech, the number 3 seed, paired with Oklahoma State and Stillwater, where LSU is projected as a number 3 seed. Now, in fairness, Baseball America specifies that these are still projections. This is not if the season ended today. It is projections based on what we think is going to happen over the final weekend, which would say the guys at Baseball America think that Vanderbilt is going to win the series against LSU, and LSU is going to tumble from being a host a week ago to now being a 3 seed on the road in Stillwater. The number 4 seed Stanford, paired with College Park, Maryland Terrapins, who are like 31-2 at home this year. Something along those lines. What was that wave for?
Somebody on the text line said, "Give me a wave so I know you're awake." So, I mean, I'm just sitting here listening.
Yeah.
I don't have a ton to contribute to this discussion, as you might guess.
All right, so we saw Texas A&M as a 9 seed in the D1 baseball projections. Clearly, Baseball America, those guys think that A&M is going to have a good weekend in Oxford because they have them as the number 5 national seed, paired with South Bend and Notre Dame. Coral Gables, Miami is the number 6, paired with Fayetteville, where Arkansas is the 11. Louisville is the number 7 national seed, paired with Nashville. And again, Ole Miss projected in the Louisville Regional by Baseball America. Auburn is the number 8 overall seed with Oregon, Georgia Tech, and Davidson. Opposite Texas Tech, Florida State, Grand Canyon, and Maine. That's a pretty good draw for Auburn if it played out that way.
Yeah.
So Baseball America has Southern Miss hosting, but it doesn't have as many kind of potential salty, grab you matchups. D1 Baseball's got some fun matchups if you were to have the right teams win on day one. So, anything stand out for you?
Well, somebody put it on the text line, but it's a good question. You rather host a regional but then have to go to Tennessee, or just be the 2 seed in a regional that you feel like you can win and not have to go to Tennessee? I feel like you'd rather host, but it's closer than you think.
Let's see. What was the other draw for Southern Miss? It was, let's see here. In D1 baseball, they had Southern Miss as the 2 where? In Nashville.
At Vanderbilt, yeah.
Yeah, no, I'd rather host and then take my chances with Tennessee in a super regional than be the number 2 seed at Vanderbilt and then potentially have to go on the road to Virginia Tech. I mean, it's all about what's the easiest path to the College World Series. And the number 1 overall seed has won the national championship one time since 1990.